Hi, this is Beverly Lane with Diversified Business Solutions, and today we're going to talk about some of the payroll reporting that's available in QuickBooks Desktop. Now, whether you're using our basic payroll, which is going to open up the payroll module and the tax calculation, or our enhanced payroll, which is a complete do-it-yourself payroll from processing payroll to calculating taxes and then preparing tax filings with pulling of information directly from QuickBooks, or our assisted payroll platform that allows Intuit to handle all of your tax payments, tax filings, and W-2s, you're still going to find the occasional need to be able to run and process a payroll report, verify the information, and possibly even send that out to your external accountant or CPA. So what I hope to do with this report is show you where the reports are, talk about a couple of the most important ones in my opinion, and just give you a brief overview of how to pull a payroll report. So we're going to jump up to reports, come down to employees and payroll. You're going to see this open up an additional menu over to the right hand side. Let's just quickly go through this. So what you've got at the top is the ability to summarize your payroll data in Excel if you want to completely export it out to Excel to be able to manipulate it or move it around. You've got more payroll reports in Excel. This is where you're going to find your direct deposit listing, your employee sick and vacation history, and most importantly, probably the certified payroll report. Then you have this next section, which is just basically payroll overview. It's going to give you a payroll summary, payroll item detail, your employee earnings, your state taxes detail, and your payroll liability balances. The next section deals with workman's comp. So when we set up an employee in a previous video, we talked about the workman's comp code. If you choose to put this on each of your employees, then you can actually run some reports to determine whether or not you're underpaying or overpaying on a monthly or quarterly basis for your workman's comp based on actual payroll dollars. So this is a great tool to help keep you from having a huge hit at the end of the year or overpaying way too much up front. Then lastly, you've got this section, which is just going to be some basic information reporting that you can pull, like an employee contact list, your payroll item list, your emergency contact list, and then the new hire list. So let's talk about a couple of the most important ones on this report list here. We're going to start with Payroll Summary. So we're going to click on that. It's going to always open up in the most current calendar quarter to date. I want to drop this down and look at the last calendar quarter. So it automatically recalculates based on that date parameter. And then what you're going to see is a generalized overview or a snapshot of what transpired between July and September of 2021, or this third quarter of this calendar year in this company file. As you can see, it's going to give you all of your gross wages broken down by payroll item. Next, it's going to show you your deductions and your adjusted gross pay. Then it's going to give you a breakdown of all of the taxes withheld by the employee, any additions to net pay, and then the employer contributions and taxes. And if we slide over to the right all the way, we're going to get some totals. And this is where you're going to be able to see what should tie out to your 941 and to your state taxes, because all of this information is listed right in here. Let's take a look at another report. Again, we're going to go back to Reports, Employees, and Payroll. And then another one that I like to look at is the payroll liability balances. This particular file is using QuickBooks Assisted Payroll, which means all of the taxes are impounded and paid at the time they're supposed to be. So there's really nothing that's owed. As you can see, if you were on the enhanced or on the basic payroll, then this would be full and you could see what you need to pay and what has already been paid. Let's go back up to Reports, Employees, and Payroll. And then let's take a look at one of the workman's comp summary reports. Again, I'm going to drop this down to the last calendar quarter. And then what you're going to see here when I open it up is all of the wages that we just looked at on that payroll summary broken down by the workman's comp code. So I can see what my premium should have been and know within just a few dollars if I have overpaid or underpaid based on the hours worked and their appropriate workman's comp code. So this is a great tool to use when you have to do your workman's comp audit, or if you just want to kind of manage the workman comp premium throughout the year to ensure that you're on track. Another report that we use a lot under employees and payroll is going to be down here. The employee contact list is great to send out to all of your employees. You might want to modify it because it's going to default with the social security number. If you wanted to take that off so that you could send out kind of a mailing list to your employees, you're simply just going to customize it and go in here under the columns and remove the social security number. And then you can add any other additional information. Like here we have the address, if we wanted to put the city, state, zip, if we wanted to put their phone number, whatever we wanted to put. And you can see that it removed the social security number, added the additional information. Another real important report that I use quite a bit with my clients is this new hire list. This is going to show me any employees that were hired and when they were hired, so that I can ensure that I have done the new hire reporting to the state and that I've also done the e-verify if that needs to be done. So this is a great report to use because it's going to give me all the information I need to do both of those tasks. So again, there's a lot of great reports here under employees and payroll. You can run any report you want just by simply clicking on it. And then you can customize any of these reports by changing the time frame, changing any of the criteria by customizing them. And you can also add comments to the reports if there's something that you need to note as to why there's nothing in this particular column. So you can do a lot of great things with the reports here inside of QuickBooks. And that's just a brief overview of how to run your reports with employees and payroll.